MetLife Stadium, where the Giants and Jets play, while one of the more modern facilities in the NFL, is one of the worst.
And one of the last games I went to, I went to Giants Stadium, the new Giants Stadium, which I will tell you is a horrible, horrible stadium. In fact, I saw that it was voted the worst stadium in the NFL, and for good reason. It is unpleasant. First of all, it takes a long time to get to, unless you live in New Jersey. I live in New York City, and you think, oh no, it's just right across. No, that bus takes a long time, and it also takes time getting back, and you're in traffic. There is nothing worse than the New Jersey Turnpike at the Lincoln Tunnel trying to get back into New York City from New Jersey on a Sunday afternoon in the fall. Because, let's just face it, the infrastructure of the New York, New Jersey Port Authority has been terrible in maintaining these bridges and tunnels. Then, getting into the stadium, it takes 40 minutes because they now have security. So everyone, you have to, unless you get into the stadium at 11 a.m., you're going to be waiting 40 minutes. And I'll tell you something, usually by then I have to go to the bathroom, so I am uncomfortable. And then the game is, they do not let you have a moment of peace. As soon as one play is over, they have to start playing music, loud music, so that you can't even have a conversation. Am I that brain dead that I need to have music to keep myself going in between plays at a professional football game? There's two reasons. One is I can talk about the play that just happened and what I anticipate the play is going to happen. Or I can carry on the conversation that I'm having with the person I am going to the game with, which is one of the reasons you go to the game, is because you want to be social. Or maybe I even strike up a conversation with someone who's sitting next to me by chance. We don't need this. And then if you happen to go during when it's dark, like an evening game, like a 4 o'clock game in November, they change the lights around the ring of the stadium every 3 minutes because they have a new ad: red for Bank of America, green for Hess, blue for Hackensack Hospital, and it gives you a headache. Now, if you are lucky enough to survive getting in the stadium, then dealing with the lights and the music and the poor concessions, because I never, football games, you just thought you were going to get a hot dog. It's not gourmet food unless you go to one of these clubs. And why would you go to a club to watch a football game when you could go to a sports bar? Because that's essentially what you're doing. You're watching it in a sports bar that just happens to be in the Meadowlands. And I'll tell you something, a sports bar that is in the Meadowlands is not a place I want to go to. And then, if you have survived that, getting out of the Meadowlands is a horrible ordeal. It was so poorly planned, this new stadium. Shame on you, New York Giants and New York Jets, for doing this, because it is. And then you have to get on the bus going back to New York City. It's exhausting. That's why I generally watch it on television. Now, the problem with television is, and that's got another thing. So let's just say I've been disappointed with the NFL. I am not sure they're going to come back. And I think it has to do, the building of MetLife Stadium was just another downward motion on the descent of what I loved as a game. And I truly did. I'd enjoy professional NFL throughout my life, but I have lost my patience in a number of ways. So, MetLife is just one of them. So, my rant for the day, and then we'll move on.